I got two for you. One is health-wise. How you hurt your thumb a little bit. How are you doing?
Yeah, I'm doing pretty good actually. A lot of treatment today and yesterday. We'll find out tomorrow if I'll go.
Which hand is it?
Right hand.
And what game was it?
Past game, USC.
It was the USC game?
It was at the end of the game.
How did you do it?
I can't even recall. We watched film, tried to see how it happened, but I just remember me walking back to the free throw line just in pain in my thumb. So
you did miss some free throws.
I did miss some free throws. Big part.
All right.
For sure.
All right. After that week, though, you guys played really good against Arizona State. You guys beat USC that didn't do very good the night before either. But what do you take away from that week? Do you take more away from the Arizona State game or the USC game? Or?
I think you take away, pretty significantly for both. I think that the way we played in the Arizona State game is how we're going to play for the rest of the season, I believe. That intensity that they had, the intensity that we had, didn't start off that way, but eventually got there. I think that, the USC game was good because they're a big team, big physical team that we'll see later on. So that was pretty good. Take away from both games for sure.
CJ, you have that veteran presence. I know, like you've been doing this for a while. So as you start conference play, where do you feel like your place is as far as a voice and make sure everybody knows, hey, this is our league. We got to get this has to happen.
Sure, yeah. It's just what I've been doing the whole year, essentially in the locker room, is being that voice for the team, letting them know what we need to do this game. If we're not bringing enough energy, you can kind of sense that early on in locker rooms or whatever you're doing. Just constantly being that voice. Yeah. Sure.
Yeah, you're confirming what I thought. When I saw you out there, I said that dude is running things. No. That's how it looked to me. How do you feel like you guys are playing as you guys go into conference play?
I feel like we're playing pretty good. I thought we could have beat Arizona State. I thought those two games, for surely would have catapulted us into the conference play. But went 1-1, so excited about the future in the conference for sure.
You are a veteran player. You've been around for a while. But starting the season as the sixth man had to be tough in some ways. Did those 4 games where you weren't starting, did that seem like an eternity to you?
Not really. It's just like I came in here and said before, I just wanted to help the team win in any kind of way. And if Coach thought me coming off the bench was the best thing, then, I was all for it. And now he thinks that I should be starting, so I'm all for that as well.
Yeah, once you cracked that starting lineup, do you feel like maybe that was your chance to really cement yourself in the starting five?
For sure. I wanted to, make an impact here and leave my name as a legacy here in Lobo Nation for sure.
Obviously, we all know that there's things going on off the court that you can't comment specifics on, but I want to talk about your voice in context with what's happening. As a leader, what do you feel like your role is right now for the team?
Just being there for them, listening to everybody, wanting to, focus on the next game. I know things can be distracting right now. So, just letting them know that, everything will be okay and then that we will progress in the season.
And I asked Coach this too. It's easy to say we got to keep focus. How do you actually keep focus when there's external matters trying to creep in?
It really starts in practice in the locker room. Make sure we're talking about the right things with each other, just keeping each other in positive vibes. So, yeah, that's about it.
CJ, one of the moments from the trip to Palm Springs occurred on the break when a little bounce pass found Braden. And I just wanted to hear your reaction to the dunk, what you thought of the team's reaction was, and then when you guys looked at it on tape for the first time, what it was like in the room.
My reaction, I've been actually waiting for BA to dunk for quite some time in the game. We've been watching him in practice and workouts and stuff. Kid has a lot of bounce, so I've been wanting to see him do that for a minute now. But the team's reaction, they was excited for sure. We seen it on film yesterday, and we were all jumping up, laughing, and excited for him. So it was really good to see that.
CJ, setting the tone for conference play. What do you guys have to do to be successful against San Jose State?
Just play our game, push the pace. A lot of teams can't hang with us. I think a big part of that is Donnie and what he brings to the table with his ability to pass, and rebounding, essentially. Rebounding and keeping the pace pushed.
CJ, you had your best game shooting from 3 against Arizona State. You went 3 for 3. Haven't shot that great at home. How can you build off that performance?
Just continue to do what I'm doing, shooting on my off days, shooting before practice, and keeping my confidence high for sure.
I was going to ask you the BA question, Rob, beat me to it, but defensively, you were stealing the ball at a really high rate earlier in the year, not as much in Palm Springs, but your defense, I'm curious how much of that, were you already a defensive player, or how much of that is North Texas and Ross Hodge and all that? Like, I'm curious how much of that was instilled a year ago, or were you always a defense guy?
Yeah, I could always move my feet, stay in front of smaller, quicker defenders and, of course, guarding the bigger guards, stuff like that. But I would say, North Texas kind of changed my mindset with that, with the defense and how I play. And, to play without fouling so much, but essentially I have fouled out 2 times this year. But, just playing aggressive, trying to make the offensive uncomfortable. That's really what you're trying to do.
What grade would they give you for defense, the North Texas coaching staff, for how you've played so far on defense?
I'll probably say a B+. They don't like the foul outs, but B+ for sure.
All right, and then one more from me. Mustafa's a guy that's actually been playing really well.
100%.
It seems like a lot of his shots, though, are breakdown kind of plays where he does it kind of on his own. Is he getting involved in the offense enough? I know he's doing a lot offensively,
right.
but is he doing it in the offense enough? Are you guys finding him?
Yeah, I mean, it's basketball. Broken plays what happens. Staff is in that position a lot, but and he's definitely a big part of our offense and what we have going on for sure.